So at our house, we have a small citrus tree called a kumquat. If you don't know what a kumquat is, it's a really interesting citrus fruit that the skin is really sweet and the inside is very sour. So it's like nature's Sour Patch Kid. And we've had that tree for 2 seasons. The first season that we had it, it produced a little bit of fruit. Very good fruit, very juicy, and we'd had it in one particular area of our yard. There was quite a bit of shade in that area, and it seemed to do really well over there, even with minimal amount of water. So we decided to move it to another part of the house. On that side of the house, there's lots of sun, and the sun is very hot. It's at the hottest points of the day. And this little kumquat tree produced fruit, and it did its best, but the fruit wasn't very tasty. It didn't have a lot of juice in it. It was very bitter, and we thought maybe we missed the season. So we decided, well, let's move it. Maybe we'll get some more fruit. Didn't know if we would, but we moved it anyway, back to where it was before. And slowly, more and more fruit started to be produced, to the point where it's got tons of fruit on it, and it's just now getting to a point where we can start to pick the fruit and enjoy the fruit, but way more fruit this time of year than it had the year before, and it's juicy and tasty and really, really, really good. So we thought we'd lost it, but we didn't. The reason why I shared this story is because this fruit tree, regardless of where it was, regardless of the environment that it was in, regardless of the fact that it was under a tremendous amount of heat, still produced fruit, even though it wasn't as good as the fruit the previous year. And we thought, well, maybe it was done producing fruit. So even after moving it, it produced even more fruit than it had the year before, and it shed all of that bad fruit. I say this because a lot of us in life, including myself, we wait for the exact perfect time before we produce any fruit, before we actually try something and do something. We wait for the perfect lighting, the perfect microphones, the perfect drum set. I'm using examples from my own life, of course, before we get started and try to create something for ourselves. The example of the kumquat tree is don't wait, just produce. Just produce your fruit no matter what environment that you are in, because you never know, the environment might change and you'll produce a plentiful amount of really good tasting fruit. Don't wait for perfection. Don't wait for the perfect moment. Just start creating. Just start doing something. Whatever you feel is in your heart to do, just start doing it. You never know when you're going to make the best fruit.